Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are brand new, my name's Lisa Ashton. I'm a psychic medium and a Reiki master. And I do my channel every day. I do open outreach readings for every single sign. I pull one card. I also, during the beginning of each week, I put out for the individual air signs, water signs, fire signs, and earth signs. I put out a general reading for everyone that falls into that category. I quite often come on when I get messages from my angels that someone needs to talk to me, or I'll come on live. So if you subscribe below and you hit the notification button, you can definitely be notified when I do come on live. And many times, since the channel is fairly new, there won't be a lot of people here, so you'll kind of have my undivided attention, which is nice, to answer your questions or to see if there's anything that you need to know from the universe. And I'm happy to pull cards just for that reason when I come live. Also, if you have subscribed and notified down below in the box, then you will be notified on Sundays when I come on and I do live mediumship readings. And mediumship is where I bring your loved ones through who have crossed over and they have messages for you. And I always love to do those the best because they're so full of love and so heartfelt. And I hope that you'll join me for those. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you like the reading today. Feel free to comment about anything you'd like to learn about. Someone commented yesterday they'd like to learn how to sage their home, and I do house blessings. So I'm planning next week on doing a video that talks specifically about the different types of sage you can use, how to sage your home, how to release any negative energies or anybody that comes in to your environment. So I'm happy to do that anytime. Just leave a comment and I will definitely reply to every single comment. Okay, so I put the camera back a little bit today to give us plenty of room. I'm going to start with some oracle cards today, which are from the deck that's called by Sonia Choquette, which is Trust Your Vibe. I often use these for my gatherings that I have at the end of every month, and people really seem to like the messages that come through. So I'm going to shuffle them. I've already shuffled them, but I'm going to take some time to shuffle them so you can see. And I'm going to pull some cards. And this reading is for water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the week of September 27th to October 3rd. And these are the oracle cards. Mars is still in Aries, which is a sign of, you could find it to be frustrating. People are very short-fused, short-tempered. Little minor accidents can happen. Watch your step is what I just heard from an angel. Watch your step. Be careful. As far as, something being in your way or tripping or falling. You certainly don't want that to happen. But it's definitely can be controlled, the anger and frustration that's out there in the world right now. And we're going to be in the Mars energy in Aries until November 13th. So it's going to be around. It's retrograde, which means an even stronger energy that we all feel. But it is going to be around till November 13th. So the best way to handle that really is, I find, to not react. So if someone is very angry, and I just ran into it. I went to the organic store to pick up some aloe juice, and I ran into somebody who was pulling in, and I pulled around them because they were backing up. So I tried to back up into a space, and she got all angry. That was the place she was going to take. Mind you, there were plenty of spaces, so it really didn't matter where you parked. But she was really angry, evidently. She had her eye on that space, and she got out and she was yelling and swearing, and I just said, I hope you have a better day. And so by my not engaging and my not reacting immediately, it probably stopped us from having words between the two of us and kind of stopped the conversation short. People don't really know how to respond when you're nice when they're being negative. So if you can try to continue to be positive, that's always a really good thing. Okay? So let me pull these angel cards. And I've got, the first card is Get Grounded, and I'll go over them with you. The second card is Exercise Your Vibes. Be Flexible. These are the cards for the week, and Walk It Off. Interesting. They're all kind of movement cards, which is interesting. Get Grounded is a really nice card. I have to say all the cards that you got. You're going to hear me say that a lot because I feel that when I give a reading, the cards are all wonderful. So even if you get something negative from it, or if something negative is coming through, you can flip it and you can always turn it. You have free will to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down a little bit so you can see the cards a little bit more. There you go. And I'll put them back here so you can see them. Then we'll have plenty of room. So this card specifically says get grounded. So getting grounded is really important to stay out of your head. Those ruminating thoughts, the thoughts that keep coming back, the things that make you anxious, the thoughts that make you continue to think about them over and over again during the day, even though you can't do anything about it. So this card for next week for water signs is saying, get grounded, get yourself grounded. And this shows a foot. And that's a really great way to remember getting grounded, okay? A really good way to do it, if you're in an area that is still fairly warm out, is to take your shoes and socks off and walk barefoot in the grass. Put your hands in some soil, dig up something, garden, use either with flowers or vegetables. Another great way to ground yourself is to take an Epsom salt bath. Or smacking your knees on your hands on your knees for a while gets you grounded. So beginning the day before you get out of bed, ground yourself so that your energy is tied and rooted into Mother Earth. And in that way you won't feel the anxiety or the overwhelm that sometimes is easy by the end of the day to feel. Okay? The next card is exercise your vibes. So this is your own opinion. This is exercising. It's showing somebody exercising, but to me, this is more about exercising your vibes, telling your true self, living in your solar plexus this week, okay? Embodying the sense of awareness and empowerment that is in your solar chakra. Wear yellow. I'm wearing yellow today for my solar plexus. And I'm empowering myself by doing that, sitting in my own power. And that's what this card is telling you. Exercise your vibes, exercise your opinion. You have the right to your opinion. Don't let anyone tell you you don't, okay? Be flexible, though. So, this is just paying attention to other people's feelings and needs as well. And I know water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, are notorious for this because they're also intuitive. They're also empathic, so they're in touch with other people's feelings. But sometimes it's very easy to get something in our mind that says, okay, this is the right way to do something, and we're not hearing what other people are telling us. Maybe there's another way to do it. Maybe there's a way we can put our two ideas together. Or you know what, maybe this other person has a better idea than I have. So be flexible in your listening, be flexible in the way you're paying attention to other people's story, what they're telling you this coming week, okay? And this one is walk it off. Again, it's almost like goes with the getting grounded card, which I really like, the two of them together. But walk it off it's showing the legs and walking it off and energy, and it's what you're walking into the water, which is all, as we know, the water is all about emotions and feelings. And So if you're feeling especially, and this kind of ties back to what I talked about with Mars and Aries a little bit as well, and the non-reaction. If you're feeling triggered by someone or something they're saying to you, and it kind of sets you off a little bit and makes you want to say something that's angry, one way to avoid that is to just walk, to take a walk. Walk away, take a deep breath, count to 10, let it go, right? We're coming up to the full moon next week. Wonderful time to let it go. The moon is waxing right now, or gaining in its color, gaining in its size to the full moon, which is coming next week. We left the new moon, which was a very strong new moon in Virgo last week, and now we're moving into the full moon. So as it waxes and gets bigger and bigger, manifest what it is you want. And then at the full moon, I'll be having a video on the full moon next week. We'll talk about how to let go, how to release things that are toxic in your life, how to release people that are toxic, how to release ideas that no longer serve you. And that's what this card is kind of reminding you, and probably why it's coming out for the week of next week, the September 27th to the October 3rd during the full moon. That's the way most people are. This card or something similar is coming to me psychically for just about every reading, every one of the signs that I'm doing this week. So it is important for you to take your time and separate yourself and and be strong in your own opinions, yes, but remember to be flexible, okay? Be flexible. I can't seem to get this camera to do what I want it to do. Be flexible in what you're saying. And when you're flexible, this is funny. I'm still getting used to the way this new camera is set up. While you're still being flexible, walk it off. Okay, listen to other people's opinions, but if you're set in your ways or you know you want to do something for yourself a certain way, don't let somebody sway you. Okay, don't let someone move you from your spot. Listen to your intuition, because you're very, water signs are very, very empathic, very intuitive. So listen to that whisper that's in your head telling you to do something, and don't disregard it, okay? So let's see what the cards, the tarot cards themselves are telling us for the week. I really, like I said, I've already shuffled these, but I will shuffle them again. I am using the Light Seers Tarot, which I really love. These cards speak to me. The messages and the pictures that are on here are incredible, and I hope you enjoy these readings as well, and as much as I do. The Rider-Waite deck I will use if I need to clarify any of the cards that are on here, but we'll start off and we'll see where the reading itself takes us for next week. Okay? Okay. Interesting. You have a lot of change coming up next week, which is really interesting. Maybe that's the be flexible part. Okay, let's pay attention to what we've got here. Let me take a look. Because we do have some change cards, which are really interesting. Okay, we do have the full moon card that's coming up, and the full moon comes up. We know that the full moon is coming next week. It's about it's about secrets. It's about hidden things. It's about ideas or wishes or wants or needs or communication that's going to come to the surface that maybe hasn't had the opportunity to do so yet. So you can expect that next week. And we do have the Death and Rebirth card, and I don't want people to be afraid when this card comes up. It doesn't mean an actual death, okay? It goes along really nicely with the moon, and because it's letting go of things, and as we come into the new moon, it's the perfect time for letting go, for the death part of something that you no longer need, that no longer serves you. Maybe there's a toxic person in your life and it's time to let go of them. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. And when you let go, I love this deck because it not only talks about the death itself of something, an idea, something that you're planning on doing with someone, something new in your career, something in a relationship, but it also shows the beautiful rebirth. And this card is called Death and Rebirth. The beautiful new you that's going to be coming out of this. Once you let go of the toxicity, once you let go of the things that no longer serve you. So this week with the full moon, next week is the perfect time for this birth and this rebirth and this death to occur. I have a lot of fives on the ground here. I have 3 5s, and 5s are change. 5s are things that are coming up. Lots of times they can be a move. Lots of times they can be changes in the environment in which you live, or someone coming in or somebody going out of your home. It could also mean changes in where you work. Maybe you're deciding to move on. Maybe you're deciding to take a leap of faith and move on. But right off the bat, I have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. And the Cups are the emotion and what you're letting go of. You can see in this picture, I'm going to come up to the camera a little bit because you can see she's letting go into this. It's kind of, here we go. Kind of like a little tornado, okay? The Cups, she's letting go of her emotions. She looks like she doesn't care. She's kind of sitting back and nonchalantly, but she's thinking in her head. She's going through things in her mind and she's letting go. And you can see the motions of the water in the background, which is what Cups are all about. And then we also have the 5 here of Pentacles, and seems in deep despair. If you notice in this card, there is a key here and there is a keyhole. So really she's creating her own direction at this point. She's creating anything that is not going well for her at this point. She can take a moment, get the key, open the door, and get out. this is working. Pentacles is working towards something, and she's busy working, but at this time she's feeling stuck. She's feeling unmotivated, and that could be a part of your week next week where you get to that point where it's like, I just don't want to do this anymore. It makes me unhappy. It doesn't fulfill my needs. So I think the two fives, the fives together both tell the same kind of story, which is interesting. You have the Three of Pentacles, again, a Pentacle card, which we had the 3 and the 5 of Pentacles, I think. And we also have the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm going to hold them all up here for you. The 3 of Pentacles is this card. Boy, this is really kind of humorous, isn't it? That I can't figure this camera out. Just bear with me. I promise, by your next video, I will have figured it out. So the 3, as you can see, I'm really drawn to the woman on the floor who's got the yarn, who really is starting this tapestry. She has helpers. There are people around her to help her. So this could be that you're working very nicely with people next week. But this is definitely the card of working, of starting to build, of starting to get where you want to go. So it is career-based for me. Okay, so where you want to begin at the beginning of the week is building. You're building, right? And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands, or the 5 of Pentacles, and that's the one we just talked about, where there's a little bit of, gee, I'm stuck, I'm not really enjoying it, I'm doing all this hard work with this 3 of Pentacles, but I've got to get out of the middle of this because it's just not making me happy anymore. And then we get to the 9, and the 9, she's standing, the Pentacles are in front of her, she's almost at the very end, she's almost to like a Friday afternoon, where you get to the 10 of Pentacles and you have all your wishes and all your, coming to the end, coming to fruition. She's almost there. She's got one of her wands lit. She's standing strongly. If you can see, she has her eyes closed. She's thinking peacefully, but she doesn't look at all distressed anymore like the 3 and the 5 of Wands did at the beginning of the week when she was working so hard and so diligently. She's coming to the point, the 9 of Wands and then the 10 of Wands, where all of her dreams are coming true. All of the things she's worked so hard for are coming true. So you may see at the beginning of the week that it's a little bit tougher than towards the end of the week. Okay, and at the end of the week, you will reach your fruition. You will reach that point where you're feeling good about it. You have this, let's see, I thought there was more than one. Here's the Page of Swords. Well, let me talk about the 6 of Pentacles, because 6s often can be, again, you're building. She's building. You can see the woman's hands here building and counting her money and making sure she has enough. Pentacles are all about abundance. So abundance in wealth or health or love or finances. Okay, and I feel like this is very much a career-based reading. So I want to focus on the 6 of Pentacles as it relates to your job or your work. This could be rebuilding, moving up. Again, we had the 5 of Pentacles where she was stuck, right? She was stuck in that place of not knowing where she should go. And here comes the 6 of Pentacles. Gee, maybe if I take a look at my finances, maybe I can make a difference. Maybe I can change what I'm doing. Maybe I can be happy again. What I'm doing isn't making me happy, so what do I need to change? And the 6th is a card of growth. So know that you will be heading in the right direction at some point. It's just, it may take a little bit. Like I said, at the beginning of the week, you may feel a little bit stuck, a little bit in a rut, and we're opening up as we get closer and closer to the end of the week. We have the Page of Wands after the, let's see, after the 9. So the 9 of Wands, again, she looks very happy. The Page of Wands, look at the difference. She's standing here ready to finally reach her goal, ready to finally reach the 10 of Wands. Here she is in the Page, which is usually a younger person, often a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, a fire sign. You can see all the fire energy in the background, all the solar plexus energy as well. And the blue healing energy in this sign because she's so calm. But look how happy she is. She's dancing. She's throwing her wand up in the air. She's reached the pinnacle. She's almost to the top. She's gone past the 10 of Wands, and now she's heading to the Queen and the King. So know that at the end of the week, it's going to feel like a much has been lifted off your shoulders. You're going to feel much lighter. She's just dancing and jumping and ecstatic about where she is. So know that that's coming more towards the end of the week. We have the Magician card here, which really can cover you for the entire week. The Magician card is manifesting. You can tell that she's putting all her energies. She's hooded. She doesn't want to show herself. She doesn't want to show her hand yet. She doesn't want to talk about. Maybe she's thinking of making changes in her careers and she's not discussing it with anyone. But she's putting her manifestation out there. She's putting her good vibes into this whirlpool that's down below her. The Magician is the manifester. This is the person. You can definitely manifest what it is that you would like to make you happy. And that's definitely coming towards the end of the week next week. Okay, so pay attention to that. We've got the Nine of Cups here, which is satiation. Look how happy this person is. They're throwing all the cups in the air. They're self-empowered. Look at all the yellows in the background. They're self-empowered. They're jumping for joy because look at all the coins, all the money, everything that's coming. She's throwing herself into the light and just as happy as can be. There's nothing that's stopping her now. She's reached this pinnacle. She's reached, she feels so happy. The cups are all about emotions, right? And happiness. And it's just, she's reached that point where she knows she has enough money. She can sit back and she can be really happy. But then comes the 10 of Cups. And this is the one card in your reading today, after everything I've drawn and everything I've showed you, that is a happy family. It's a happy home life. It's a happy family. So maybe this is the weekend after the rough week that you've been through at the beginning of the week and finally getting to the end and lifting that burden and feeling really happy, right? With the 9, feeling really happy that you've reached it, the Knight of Cups, emotional. But here we go with the 10 of Cups now. The two together. You're not only taking the step from the 9 to the 10, but you're taking the step to total fruition, total happiness, total family get together. Maybe you have something big that's planned for the weekend, but it's going to bring you a lot of joy. So enjoy the weekend after your hard work week. And that's what I'm hearing. If you're not working right now, I would take a look at this as more you maybe putting yourself out there, maybe trying to find something, a job for you, trying to find a job for yourself that you really enjoy, trying to find something that's going to make you happy. Because I feel like if you're not working, and it could be because of what's happening in the United States, but it also could be because you chose to leave a job. Because I don't feel any anger or resentment in this card at all, or any of the cards. I feel like this is just kind of a natural progression of the way things are going, and you will continually build on it until maybe this at the end of the week is actually having an interview and finding that you really like the position and it makes you happy, and you celebrate with the 10 of Cups. You celebrate with your family and your loved ones. Okay, so I do want to clarify. Let's see which card. I'll use Rider-Waite to clarify a couple of these cards and see if I can get any information. The 5 of Pentacles, which I held up to you, it's really the card in the deck that makes me feel kind of like you've lost your feeling that you want to, like that you feel so stuck, like I said, that you feel like you can't move on. So I really want to clarify that card and see what comes up for that. So let's use the Rider-Waite deck and see if there's any cards and what they tell us. The Queen of Cups, the Emperor, so okay, and the 4 of Cups, and 4s lots of times are angels around us. So all 3 of these cards were all cards of hope. I mean, the Queen of Cups is that's on the top. The first card I pulled is she's sitting calmly in her throne, but she's definitely in charge. So although you may feel moments of like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Or, how can I get out of this? How can I change into something I love? The Queen is sitting here with her emotions, feeling very content, knowing that she's happily made a decision. So I know you'll be making a good decision by the end of the week. And the Emperor is a male that will have an importance. Could be a male or a female, but there's one person that will have a lot of importance in your decision making next week. They're sitting on their throne and they're kind of helping you making that choice, take that leap of faith. Okay, and the 4, which I really love, is to me, fours are all about angels around us, and you're looking at all three of the cards, and this goes along with this card, this Eight of Pentacles, really well. Really the same kind of sitting with your arms folded. What am I doing? Where am I going? What direction is my life going in? You have these three cups in front of you, but you're not satisfied. So your higher power is actually handing you a cup. They're handing you something. Maybe they're handing you this job interview, this person that you're going to be meeting, that's going to make a difference in your career and give you the happiness you have by the end of the week. Okay, so it's another way to look at this reading if you're not working. And I do want to clarify the Death and Rebirth card for you. I want to see if it's regarding a relationship. I want to see if it's regarding work. Like I said, I feel like most of this reading is regarding work, but I do want to see if the Death and Rebirth card, what cards come up for that. Okay, got the Six of Cups, got the Hierophant, and I've got the King of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups really shows us, the Six of Swords, really shows us you moving away from something. So again, back to the career. This Death and Rebirth, I feel, is definitely regarding the career based on these cards, the Hierophant and the King of Cups. It's the person in charge here. Which can be you, it can be somebody else. It's quite often an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini. It could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer card with all the water that's in the card, the Six of Cups. But you're moving away, but you're moving into something. Look how calm the waters are. So although this is finding your truth and moving away, and these swords are in front of you, you are moving into something that you are going to enjoy more than where you are now. This stuckness that you're feeling, this Five of Pentacles that we showed, I think you're moving out of it. And the Hierophant is helping you do that, definitely, as is the King of Cups. The King of Cups could be a person, a male or a female. So again, we've got the same with the Emperor. The person, he's sitting in, and no judgment. He's sitting and waiting. He knows you're coming to fruition. He knows you're coming to the point where you're going to choose your happiness. And that's a lovely place to be in. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I think it really looks like the beginning of the week might be a little bit bumpy. This is where you get the Get Grounded card and make sure you're staying flexible, walk off anything that gets in your way, any emotions that bother you. But you've got a little bit of a slow beginning. You've got all the fives, which show me there's change coming. Either in your career or in, like I said, someone moving in or out. And you've got a little bit of a bumpy road in the Death and Rebirth, and you've got the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, where you're building to something that's going to make you happier. And the Magician manifests like crazy, and at the end of the week, here we go, the happiness card, the true happiness card, which is the Ten of Cups. Okay? So have a wonderful day. Like I said, please subscribe if you enjoyed the reading, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I come on live with mediumship readings or any other readings. And also give me a thumbs up. And if you could comment below if there's anything you would like me to offer to teach, how-tos on, like I said, I'm doing the video next week on how to sage. I'd be happy to do that. So let me know if there are things that you would like some more information on, maybe information on the angels, or how to find your guardian angel, how to get in touch with your guardian angel. Let me know in the comments down below, and please invite your friends to join my channel. And there's a place down below. I do private readings. I do mediumship. I do psychic readings. I do angel cards. I do tarot readings. And my website is down below, northernlights.one. You can click on there and see the different types of readings that I do, and how to get in touch with me so that you can schedule a reading. And then there's also a PayPal where you can donate if you're so inclined. I had a client who was just so gracious in her donation this morning. I couldn't be more grateful to help me buy new equipment and cards, and she came on my live, and I'm so happy she's here and she's joined my channel, and I'm very grateful to her. So thank you again. Have a great day, everybody.